All right. Said I was going to come back at you with something else regarding the Don Nelson thing, and here it goes. I think that's what Mark Cuban got tired of was the whole mad scientist deal, and part of what I was getting ready to say before the this ran out of space was that that was kind of one of those things where it was kind of a disciplinary action, but boy, I just Baron Davis second half. But anyway. That was my thoughts on the Don Nelson thing. Some other quick hitty situations. I read a story about a guy at Taco Bell called 911 because no one came and gave him service. 911, folks. And someone robbed the bank. And before he robbed the bank, he was trying to pass some time before everybody kind of dispersed. Before he had saw his opportunity to rob the bank, and he filled out an application. And that's how they found him. And some draft notes. Most of you probably don't listen to the ticket, but I do. And so those of you who do, Rick Gosling comes on Norm Hitchcock's show, and he was talking about the draft, and he brought up the name of a guy that I've been on since the very beginning. That's Brandon Flowers. That's my boy. I like him. I like the way he plays. I've watched him play several times this year. He's a hard hitter. He's fast enough. 4.5. That seems fast to me. I don't know about you, but hey. But the more I think of it, the more I feel like he may be more of a Rondé Barber starter kit. More of that press than going to zone in a Tampa 2 type of defense. So Indianapolis Colts, I believe, is around there in the lower 20s. So that could be someone that they could be looking into. I just don't see him getting to the second round. So if the Cowboys are going to use that first round pick to trade down, they better go on so far because there are several teams down in that area that employs that Tampa 2 defense. And I think he fits that as well as anything. So that was my thoughts on that. And Jake Long, the tackle that the Dolphins are supposedly looking at, in my view, is the best player in the draft. And I think it's prudent that they try to work this thing out to where he doesn't get as much money as Jamarcus Russell because that contract was ridiculous, and no one needs to be getting that kind of money, at least not right now. Inflation will set its course as they go further here with the probably with the CBA when they deal with rookie contracts. And finally, I had one more note. Again, on the other cornerback, Cromartie. Again, the more I read about the guy, it's just like he's got that track speed and all that, but don't know so much about how he's gonna do in the pros when he faces higher talent. The one thing I can say about Leotis McKelvin out of Troy is these Troy guys. You look at Human Yor, you look at Ware, and you look at other guys that they have come in the league succeeded because for whatever reason, Troy plays the SEC a lot. So if you see a guy that plays with Troy that performs well and is highly rated, don't be so quick